Welcome back, guys. I'm Mellowseven. This is Football Manager 2018. This is our second video in our since we've been coaching Lean in Oslo, Norway. You can see here that despite all the other horrible crap that's happening, we are beginning to build these relationships here within the tactics, these partnerships. So last game we saw that this one had finally popped up, and this last game we managed to get these two. So I'm going to hand that over to the assistant coach. We're going to continue on. It's nice to see that those are happening. Today we have Fjellhammer on the Norwegian Cup first round. They are a lower division team. They're not actually a simulated league, but the team is in here, so we're going to play them, and hopefully we can beat somebody again. We've played extremely close. We've gotten shots, we've gotten chances, we've played very well, but we just haven't been quite able to break through and finish games the way we should. And I think it's as much morale as anything else, although locker room was okay right up until probably the last game, and I think it's probably down now. Now it went from here to here to here, just like that. Oddly enough, losing increases my leadership support but lowers the locker room atmosphere. Winning did the exact opposite. We were way up here, but it crushed my leader support down. Not that it was good to begin with. Match cohesion is down. I'm not really sure why, even though clearly it's up because now we've seen those partnerships. So clearly this doesn't reflect what's actually happening on the team. Not quite sure why that is, but we just saw that we have two more partnerships that have sprung up since the last match. So that would tell me cohesion's up. I mean, just if we're seeing more cohesion, then clearly that's the deal. We should win this one. That doesn't mean we're going to win this one. But we need a win. We need something to get the team happier. And we'll see what happens. We're continuing on with our Napoli asymmetric tactic from Golden FM. I'm interested in just kind of how powerful this one is. This is something we can pull away with at a lower league, or is it something that really does need top-level players? I don't know, and we're going to let Teagstad right through. Luckily, he shoots as well as our strikers do. And that rolled off to the side. Defense is a huge weakness on our team. I did try to sign some bigger name defensive players, and they just refused to come. Either they didn't want to change countries, or, oh, that was a nice tackle. Or they just didn't think we were any good, and so because they didn't come, we aren't any good. Self-fulfilling prophecy. If half the people we tried to get to come would have come, we would have been a great team. My reputation would have been even lower than my players in relation, and maybe we would have lost the locker room even earlier than we did. That's hard to do since we lost it before the first game, but I don't know. If we were winning, maybe it wouldn't have happened. You know, if we'd won all the preseason games, maybe it wouldn't have happened. Although we played well in the preseason, or friendlies. Dolly's got it on the wing, feeds it across to Carbon. Carbon boots it up to Helmvelt. Vetre there. Vetre? Not sure. Manages to push that one aside. Dolly's got the cross. Feeds it into Haagensen. There, he puts it away. Beautiful. 11 minutes in, we're up 1-0. Hopefully we can continue on with that. I'm going to, whoops, I didn't really want updates. Field, skip. I just wanted to encourage. There we go. That's what I'm trying to do. And apparently we have another update. Or another highlight, even though we didn't have, or we had a replay, even though we never had a highlight. Every once in a while it does that. It just kicks into a replay for no reason. And I'm not sure why. But, oh well. Goal kick, trying to get to Teagstad. They're able to control, and he was offsides, I think, but the computer doesn't care. I think I've seen the computer get away with the offsides pretty blatant in this game. They haven't been calling it nearly as much on them. I haven't got away with it at all. In fact, at one point, we were offsides when the pass launched, but we way backed up and we're onside by the time the pass got to us and called it. I'm not sure the legalities of that anymore, to be honest. I used to play. But it seems to me if you're onsides when the pass gets there, if you've got him back onsides before the ball gets there, it should be onsides. But they didn't call it that way, and they took away a goal from us in that instance. Well, we're still just up 1. Yeah. Well, we can mark him, I guess. Can we mark him? Can we pause the game? I only hit the button 12 times. There we go. Come on. Frustrating evening. Oh, I don't want that. I want tactics. Opposition instructions. Teague Stott, close down always. There we go. Confirm. I don't have to confirm it on a second page. The fact that I've already confirmed it on the first... Oh, there we go. Haagensen a second time. I said mean things to him. I told him he had the worst training of anybody on the team. That's a great view right there. And that he needed to step it up or we'd trade him. He's not spectacular to begin with. And am I thinking of the right one? Then he wanted to throw a temper tantrum, tell me how great he was, and he was the best player on the team, and how dare I. But if he's going to put 2 goals in every time I talk bad to him, we're going to keep that up. I'm not a fan of this complacency. We haven't been good enough consistently to be complacent. But at the moment, I'm not going to complain too much. We'll let the assistant do that one. He doesn't need to say anything. Interesting. Can I... Impressed by your efforts up front. Okay, how about the midfielders? There we go. We can recover this. There we go. There we go. In pep talk. Get back out there. See what we can get going on here. We did give, I think we talked about last time, nicknames last time. If you got some nicknames for some of these players, I wouldn't mind hearing them. Helmvet trips me up. Inga Britsen is a little bit difficult for me. It just looks like it should be 17 syllables, but it's not. Johan Johansson, I have fun saying, so we can leave that one. Dolly feeds it into Ingebrigtsen. Grave, Monson. Oh, that was a nice little shot, but it snuck a little bit wide. Thought maybe we'd get that one. Pretty comfortable in this one. 62% possession, 11 shots to 5. On target's about the same ratio, 5 to 2. They do lead in fouls, which is nice. Helmvet is tired. Let's go ahead and sub him off. He's not the only one tired. Which of these is better? He's got speed. Marking is bad. Tackling's okay. Marking and tackling are better. And he's not slow. Let's go with Simonson. I think I had Simonson as the starter at one point. I'm not sure why I swapped him out. The star ratings changed at me, I noticed at some point. We talked briefly about it in the other one where I'm pretty sure somebody was 2.5 stars maybe and was down half a star. When I noticed. Groenbeck feeds it up. Teagstad. There we go. Johansson kicks it away. Can Carbon get to it? He can. No, he can't score. He was brilliant in the first game. Absolutely brilliant. Dolly to Carbon was spectacular. Carbon had 2 goals. Dolly had a goal and an assist. And I thought we were just going to roll. And I won't say it went bad after that. The rest of the preseason we did okay. But we didn't continue to see that level of brilliance. And it was against a good team. It was a Swedish First Division team. It just didn't quite, like I said, I thought we had it. I thought we were clicking on all cylinders. And we need to be concentrating here. Clearly. We're going to lose this. Haagensen, after those 2 brilliant headers, is pretty wiped out. So let's go ahead. We'll put Hovik in. Is he the only one really tired? Monson's getting there too. We'll put in Berg. I don't think Berg's actually too bad, so let's see. See how that goes. We just have to hold on to that 1 goal. Then we can at least do one of our kind of contractual promises, which is to make it to the second round of the Norwegian Cup. The other is to have a good locker room atmosphere, which we had until the last episode, essentially. So we'll see if we can get that back. 3 minutes at a time. Simonson throws it into Berg. Oh, come on. This better not be a counterattack. Aker, it looks like we were going to intercept that again. Nice. Okay, but they've got it again up to Gop. Up to Eid. Oh, misplays that, but Asmundsen's able to get it. Eikeland up to Eid again. There we go. We intercept. Feed it all the way up to Carbon. Oh. Carbon loses it. Berg tries to kick it right back to the player that stole it away in the first place. Boots it way up to Tigstad. There we go, though. We managed to control it, and we do get the win. It should have been a little more comfortable than it was. 13 shots, 6 on target. We're not finishing as usual. That is my style, right? Lots of chances, lots of shots, no actual finishing ability. Story of my life, really. I'm just going to say a good win. We did what we're supposed to do. Make the players happy. Morale's not spectacular at the moment. So yeah, let's hit continue one time. Win our first round. We're supposed to. Simonson makes his debut. Haagensen drives Lynn forward. Is it going to give us a chance to say something about the goals? Yep, there we go. There we go. Now his morale is exceptional. That's good. We turned that one around pretty good. Yeah, and we're beginning to get morale up. Dolly, his morale is perfect. Fairly good. Berg's very good. He liked playing. And see, yeah, Berg is pretty good, actually. Mid-center. Also a little bit slow. That's the problem. But he has a better mix of physicals, mentals, with a tiny bit of technical. So he's one of the few that actually has a little bit more than kind of a one-trick pony as far as the stat columns go. Haagensen here, though, like I say, he's not good. And we really do need to find somebody to replace him. And I did try. We just couldn't get anybody in. But you can see here, I don't really have anybody there either. One thing we haven't looked at. It may not help us this season in time for us to not be fired, but we do have some young ability coming up through there. We do have potential here. We've got a good attacking midfielder. We do have, good midfield help, a good defensive midfielder, some strikers coming up. Our under-19s has a fair amount of talent too. So we've got talent in the team. It's just not quite, 1 star, 2 stars, 2 stars, and none of it's defensive really. We have some of that too, but again, only 1 star here, and he's only 16. So, I'm not willing to throw him to the wolves quite yet. Not with a tackling of 5. But like I say, there is some ability there. We've got too many goalkeepers. We probably need to start selling some of them. There's 3 right here, and then there's 4. Oops, come on. Squad. 5, 6, 7, 8. We've got 8 goalkeepers. That's too many. But none of them are really worth a whole lot. So anyway, I think Conde needs to come back in for Haagensen, actually. I think we'll do that. Well, I don't know. Heading and marking is blue. Tackling's only 8. Positioning's 9. What's Conde got? I did just look. His marking's good. He's got good jumping reach, but his heading's not particularly good. And his positioning is poor. So no, I had it right in the first place. I said I just don't have good options for that second spot. So anyway, let's go ahead and go through and see what the next draw is like, because that should be the next day. So maybe we can do this within 30 or 40 minutes. And we'll check that out, and then we'll call it a day. Maybe we'll have to call it the next day the way things are going. Come on, computer, you can do it. Anything important? Frigg caused an upset. A name like Frigg. Come on. We just looked at this guy and decided he wasn't any good. We're probably not going to do that. And Johan Squared, they just want to sign for the affiliate. He's got great his physicals are good. You know, well, strength is poor, but great pace, great acceleration, agility, good natural. So he's a good runner, and his dribbling's not too bad. You know, so he's not bad out there on the wing. He does have some 7 crossing, a little bit of flair, good teamwork. I think I'm fine with. He's not. I don't have a problem with him. He's not going to be the issue for an affiliate team, right? We're paying him 0 per annum until 12/31 next year. I think unless something comes up, Bork is probably somebody we should transfer list. Andreas Hansen, we already looked at. Yeah, sure, we'll give him we'll pay him 0 professionally. Let's try this one more time. Can we get to the Norwegian second round cup draw? Come on. No. No, we can't. There we go. All right. Tromsø, they were in the news. They had a bunch of players they were signing. Hamcam, that's a great name. Lillehammer. Stromsgodset, I like that name too. Viking, Madia, Lokomotiv Oslo. Another league, does that mean they're lower division? 3rd division, group 3. Maybe that's where we need to go next, so we don't have to find a new house, a new boat. Ready. There's Frigg. There we go. We have another lower division team. Brumunddal. Division 4, or 3rd division, group 4. So 3rd division, not lower division, but a lower division than us. Okay, well, I'm just going to kind of draw the rest of them there. I don't have any real huge things I was looking at in the middle there. Kristiansund. Yeah. It's about the only team I kind of have a little bit of, I've heard of essentially. That's it. So, we got lucky as far as the cup draw goes, so hopefully that'll get us through one more round of the cup, which maybe will help us out with our competitions. Because, like I say, at least we'll get something out of that. You know what? If you nail what you told them to do, you should have more than 55%. We were supposed to reach the second round. We reached the second round. That should be 100%. They asked us to do it. We did it. I mean, how do you not have confidence that we're not going to reach the second round when we've already done it? I don't understand that. It never made sense to me in the last one either. Anyway, we are in 13th place, so at least we're not last anymore. Finnsnes is. So, anyway, we've got to climb a whole 2 points to get out of the cellar here. So, hopefully we can do it. We will find out tomorrow. I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.